Alright guys, welcome back to 1822 MC Adventures and More. This is my channel and my name's Pete. And whether you're north or south of the Mason-Dixon line, it's cold. Definitely cold. We've got some real cold weather coming for the Thanksgiving week, so I decided it's time to bust out the hot chocolate. That's right, I even had a flashback when I thought about it. Let's heat up some water. Alright, so there we go. Now we got some hot water going. Let's make some hot chocolate. Yeah, guys, it's that time of year again. Time for hot chocolate. We got Thanksgiving coming. You'll be with family and friends. Most of us anyways will be, right? Anyways, like I said, hot chocolate. And this is an old school recipe and I've updated it just a little bit. Used to make this when I was a Boy Scout, and I'm sure many of you out there probably done the same thing. So what is this, you ask? Alright, this is a updated version of the Boy Scout hot chocolate mix. Now you don't have to use a dark chocolate like this, but I did. When I was a kid, we used the Hershey's cocoa. And why did I use Hershey's cocoa? Because that's what we had in the kitchen, because that's what Mom bought. I'm an adult now, I buy what I want. The recipe is 2.5 cups of dry milk, 2 cups more or less of powdered sugar. Now when I made this batch, I used like 2¼ cups of powdered sugar, a cup of your cocoa powder, 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. You use the cornstarch to thicken it up a little bit, and a teaspoon of salt, because salt always makes things taste better. And you can either smoke your milk or you can toast it. Yeah, it's a little rough getting it lit when it's in the pipe, but it smokes pretty good. Stop. What I did was I heated up the oven to 350 degrees. I took the dry milk, I spread it out on a cookie sheet, and I toasted it. It got golden brown on the bottom and nice and dry on top. I stirred it a couple of times. For the majority of it was toasted. Give it that nice toasty flavor. And next time I make this stuff, I'm actually going to take the milk and I'm going to put it in my smoker with some pecan wood and give it kind of a pecan smoke flavor, and I think that'll be even better than toasting it in the oven. Looks like my water is just about boiling, guys, so this is what we're going to do. Take my trusty cup here. One, 2, 3. That's about what it looks like right there. Nice color to it. Alright guys, here we go. Very good. Very tasty. If you don't know about this recipe, if you've never tried it before, you need to do it. It's awesome. All you need is hot water. Yeah, so back when I was a kid, this was a standard issue thing when we went camping, whether it was me and friends or when I was doing it as a scout. And it's a real simple deal. You just put it in a baggie. Well, back then it was probably a Tupperware container of some sort. put in the amount you need, and enjoy it. But now, of course, this isn't the Boy Scout model. This here's the adult version. The darker chocolate and toasting the milk definitely takes it to the next level. And I suppose, even though I've made this with powdered sugar, if you had any kind of special dietary needs, I suppose you could substitute the powdered sugar with Steva or Splenda or any of those sugar substitutes. I just don't know what the ratio would be. You'd have to know that for yourself. So, but I'm sure you could do it, but I'm not an expert. Use your own judgment on that. But if you're not a diabetic, this is an awesome, awesome drink. Now, I don't know what the calorie count is. I don't know what the carb count is or anything like that. What I do know is that it's good. And if I had some marshmallows in this, it would be even better. That's what I do know. And I don't know if my microphone will be picking it up, but there's a herd of yapping hound dogs out there in the forest running a deer. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Between the vehicles. Yeah, they're squalling out there. It sounds like they got them when they're running, so good for them. I am totally not against hunting, but I tell you what, I prefer that my deer get a Kennedy shot. That way they're nice and tender. They don't even know what happened. They're just out there doing what deer do, and then blam, they're dead. The thought of running them with dogs, nothing says stew meat louder than let's run this fucking deer a couple of miles through the forest and through the swamp, and when we finally get a chance to shoot him, we'll shoot him 3 or 4 fucking times because he's running with a pack of fucking dogs behind him. Yeah, nothing, just, I'll stop there. Yeah, so like I said, I mean, if you don't mind stew meat, by all means, run them half to fucking death and then shoot them, but really, there's a lot to be said about sitting somewhere nice and quiet and giving them the Kennedy shot. Much better quality meat. Let me wrap this up. Vintage Coleman stove, even more vintage canteen cup with a lid, my standard insulated cup, GI issue canteen with cover, my spoon, cocoa powder dated and stored in an airtight jar, the heart of what I'm doing today, the Dutch processed dark cocoa, and of course the recipe. And chances are, if you do any kind of baking or cooking, you probably have all the ingredients in your pantry right now as we speak. And if you don't, really probably the most expensive thing on there right now would be your powdered milk. And I believe Monday it's supposed to get down to like 29 degrees, and all of Thanksgiving week it's supposed to be cold, chances of rain, it's gonna be kind of snotty, but so it's a good time for hot chocolate, right? So but yeah, I thought you guys would enjoy that. Now I'm going to get back to my regular editing. I'm way behind. I'm working on a fishing adventure right now. Tough time of the year. It's basically a boat ride. And that'll be about it on my last 2-night, 3-day adventure. And then Right after that, I haven't even started on, I did an overnight hammock adventure. I haven't even started with that one yet, so, but I made this stuff and I just had to share it with you guys because it's that time of year. You know, you get together with some friends around the campfire, get together with family and friends because it's the holiday season, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Make some. You won't regret it. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you try this. You will enjoy it. And now I'm going to put my underquilt back underneath the hammock. I'm going to finish this up, and I'm going to take a little siesta today. So I'll see you soon. Even with no marshmallows, the stuff is awesome. And one more thing, I want to leave you with this thought.